So today we will be replacing the second Z light, the Sumplight for algae grow, and UV lights, and also the RO unit filters. Remember to like and subscribe. Okay, so we will be replacing the UVs. As you can see, the one is working, the other one is not. So we're going to test. We're going to switch the one ballast to the other one to see if the ballast maybe needs replacing as well. But we'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so I've tested the ballast. I swapped the two around. That's definitely the ballast that went. So we're replacing the one ballast with both lights. Okay, so now I'll be removing the RO unit because we need to change the filters. I'll give it a service. I'll show you how you do it now. But first, you need to close the tap for the water. So just make sure you have a towel with you, because obviously it's going to mess even if the water is off. So basically, pull the pin out. It's like a hand grenade. And then you push this back, and you can pull the pipe out. As you can see, it's a little bit of water, but that's obvious. So I'm just going to do the rest, but we won't record that, as all is actually the same.
Okay, so here we are about to replace our RO filter stations. So firstly, we will have to unplug everything. There we're done. We're taking our resin out. There is our membrane. Firstly, we will take the compressed tool. So here's the compressed tool I'm about to replace. So what it does, the compressed tool will on it extract all the fine particles in your water. We're coming to the membrane now. From here now we're doing our membrane. So the membrane, normally with a membrane, this only allows your purified water to pass through here. All the non-purified water goes through this pipe here as the wastewater, which you normally drain. Okay, so now we're putting our resin in. From there, put your resin.
And here's our second LED light, and a ballast for the UVs and two UV tubes. Okay, so now we're putting it back. All you do is you put the pipe in, and then you pull it a little bit out so you can fit the blue lock again. And then the pin is back, so now I can't pull out.
It's a cheater.
To reduce the NO3 levels.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the algae we're going to put into the sump. We're going to change this light. This light's not working well with one of the old Z lights. We'll show you when we do that as well. Here's the Cheeto. So it's going to drift around in there and grow and reduce the NO3 levels. Okay, so now we'll be replacing the second Z light with a new model. That one. We are going to put that one in the sump here so we can grow some algae to get the NO3 levels down. If you want to see how to install the light, just click on the link that will pop up now. What's quite different is this one's ballast looks different than the previous one I actually put in. The previous one looks like this. See that? It's completely different. And that ballast we're going to keep there because that's the old Z light that we're going to use for the sump. So now we're just removing the old sump light. You don't want to replace it every time, so we're putting LEDs in there. Okay, so we're going to use the stands for the sump light. So you just slide it into the holes of the Z light. So there we go, we've got the sump light in now. It's going to go. Okay, so this is what the globes look like, the UV globes. And the new ballast. New ballast didn't come with a plug, so I have to put one on. I'll just use the old one's plug. Okay, so as you can see, the old ballast is actually stuck onto the light fitting. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the wires off, make some space, and then I will see where I'm going to put the new ballast. Okay, so I did put the new plug on. There's the ballast, I just tied it to the old one. Okay, so to remove the UV light you have to remove this rubber plug and unplug the plug into the light. And you do that on the other side as well. So after you remove the plugs on both sides, you just pull the light out. So now we need to remove the glass there. So we're going to turn off the power pump, the return pump. What I do, I usually just pick this up so it doesn't vacuum the water back. So now I just wait for the water to go out of the pipes and we can take the glass out. So now to remove the glass tube, we use you untighten these caps. I'll do the other ones now, then I'll continue showing you when we actually remove the glass tubes. As you can see, after the caps removed, you move it a bit. Glass, you remove the O-ring, then you can just pull out the glass. The reason for this, you have to clean it every now and then because the algae actually starts growing onto it. Or it's not make a mess because all the water run down into the other tanks. As you can see, the reason why you remove this glass tube is to clean the algae off of it. Otherwise it's blocking a lot of the UV light strays. And there we go, both tubes squeaky clean. Okay, so I've put the glass tubes back with the O-rings and the caps. What I like to do now is to make sure there's no water inside the tubes with the new lights. I just put a tissue in there. And then I take an old light and I just push it through to make sure all the water is out of the tubes. And now before we put the lights in and the plugs in, let's test to see if there's any leaks before we actually turn it on and damage the new lights. Okay, so let's wait for it to start going through the pipes. Wait for it to fill up. It doesn't look like there's any leaks, so we're good. Time to put the lights in. Go, putting the new one in. Slide it in easily. And then we're going to plug it in and see if it works. And there we go, both UV lights working with the new ballast and the new lights. Okay, so that was it for this video. We replaced the RO unit's filters. We replaced the second Z light. We put the old Z light at the bottom of the tank so we could grow some algae. And then we replaced the UV lights and the ballast that was broken. Remember to like and subscribe.